I think I need a bigger spoon. I'll be right.
Hey guys, what's up? This is StudMuffinz, or well, I'm on my Mage, daydreamin, and I've been getting asked a lot how I burst and if I can make a guide on how to do it, and Mage talents, gems, etc. So I decided I might as well just make a video of me just showing exactly how to do that. So I'm chilling out next to the door, gonna go find myself some dummies, and that'll be the first thing I'll do. Let's see if I can get out of the way before I get there. Oh, never mind, they're right there. Alright. So, first things first, if you're Frost, you're going to need a Mage macro, a Mage burst macro, and your burst macro is pretty simple. You're going to want to copy this exactly how it is. You don't know how to get to macros, you just type in /macro, go to general or day, or whatever your specific macro, so it doesn't really matter. But just click new, and yeah, set it up. You can make whatever the name you want, whatever icon, doesn't matter. What matters is what's in here. And you're going to want to have your prideful badge of dominance, which is a on use intellect trinket. I'm a human, so I can have both. Well, you can actually have both if you're any mage. What a lot of mages don't know is you have blink, and blink, what it does is it also frees the caster from stuns and bonds. The only thing blink will not get you out of, pretty sure, is a fear and maybe a hex. That's about it. But last time I checked, priests can get you out of those, and a lot of healers. So if you're doing threes, it's whatever. You don't absolutely need a trinket, but it's up to you. So yeah, it's gonna be /prideful gladiator's badge of dominance. You can just shift left click it and it'll put it in there, or you can type it out. If you misspell just one letter, it won't work. So /cast icy veins and /cast frozen orb. Okay, now once you set that up, it's gonna look a little bit like this. And before I do that, so I don't have to wait for the cooldown, yeah, I'll just show everything all at once. Okay, and also something that's gonna have a big effect on your burst is what armor you're using. Mage armor, molten armor, frost armor. You're more than likely never going to use frost armor. The best two armors is molten armor and mage armor. And molten armor usually has better stats than mage armor. I mean, mage armor is good if you're going up against warlocks or just casters in general. Molten armor is usually the best. You get the 5% crit and then 5% crit stack, so if you're arcane brilliance. And yeah, if you get the armor talent, which is right here, it reduces the cast time of your frost armor, mage armor, and molten armor by 1.5 seconds and increases the defensive effect of each armor by an additional 10%. So yeah, you're gonna want molten armor for most arenas. The only time you should probably be using mage armor is up against let's say an affliction warlock or a shadow priest affliction warlock, something like that combo. But if it's usually melee or a melee caster, you're going to want molten armor. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come in. Usually how I come in arenas is I come in instantly right out the door with my palm, presence of mind. I go invisibility, so I have a better chance of getting my burst off. What you're going to want to do is to freeze the target. Okay, just use your pet's Frost Nova. Freeze the target. As you can see, it gives me 2 fingers to frost instantly, but don't just get too excited and just start casting them off. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually deep freeze the target, pop a living bomb, and then now it's time for your burst. Okay, now you got 2 of them. Now you're going to want to alter time to save all those procs. When you come out of alter time, you're going to have all those procs again. You're going to want to spam these procs. Now you come out and you have them all again. And it's just massive damage, just massive nuking. If it's a caster, and let's say you're running RMP, Rage, RMP, Rogue, Mage, Priest. You're going to want to deep freeze, and then out of that deep freeze, if you can talk it out with your rogue, maybe a counter spell out of that deep freeze, you're going to want to keep the target silenced as much as you can while you're nuking them. Another good thing to do, which I did not mention, is wait for your Prideful Glider's Insignia of Dominance to proc before you actually open up on your burst, and keep Incanter's Ward up at all time. Incanter's Ward increases your spell power by 15%, and yeah, that's pretty helpful. It all ends up stacking up to a massive burst. You just nuke down the target. And what you're gonna want to do is when your passive intellect pops, that's when you're gonna want to start your burst and use alter time. It will actually, when you come back out of alter time, it'll come back to the beginning of the duration of the passive. Like let's say you alter time and it's at 15 seconds or 20 seconds. When you come out of it, it'll be at 20 seconds. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, and you'll have those ice lances to use with the 20 seconds left of your badge. So that's that. That's gonna be your burst. It's pretty easy. You're probably also gonna want to pop mirror image, just depending on the fight. If you know you're doing a long game, it's gonna be a long game. There's gonna be lots of spell steals. You're gonna want to have a mana gem because spell steals take off. Look at that. That's just one spell steal, two spell steals. My mana's going down pretty fast. Mana gems help with that. Usually you're gonna want to keep your pet on passive because a lot of times when you palm sheep a target, sometimes your pet's just stupid and he'll frostbolt right after you palm that target, and it will get him out of it. Another thing I forgot to mention is when you come in for your burst, usually what you're going to do is you're going to use your presence of mind only on a Ring of Frost or Polymorph. No other spell is really worth the instant cast. So yeah, as soon as you come out, I'd say palm the healer, or if you're nuking the healer, palm one of the highest DPS. Let's say a warrior. You're gonna want to palm a warrior. Hopefully he doesn't have spell reflect on. If he does, just wait it out, and yeah, polymorph him or Ring of Frost. And yeah, that's pretty much your burst. Like I said, I'll show you one more time. I'll wait for my Presence of Mind trinket. There it is, right there, and I'm gonna burst. Got my procs. I'm just gonna nuke him. Look at that damage. Now I came out, Presence of Mind is right there. Well, not Presence of Mind, but my badge is right there. Yeah, it's just massive damage for a while. So yeah, mages, they're good. They're good at the beginning. Your burst is good, but mid game, it's about surviving. Once you burst, it's either kill. You have to kill the target. If you don't kill the target or get them low enough, the rest of the game until you get your burst back is controlling the arena. And by controlling the arena, I mean palming, Ring of Frosting, surviving until your burst is back, and then that's when you get a kill. That's the only downside of playing a mage. A lot of mages don't know what to do after they burst, because you have nothing else you really can do. But there is. So poly, Ring of Frost, try to control the arena as much as you can until you get your burst back. So yeah, that's gonna be your burst macro, and that's gonna be your burst. Once you get it down, if you want, you can try out some other things. I don't know, maybe mix it up a little bit. But as far as I've seen with a lot of mages, like Xaryu, who's a rank 1 mage right now, he's, as I believe, second on the 3v3 leaderboard US for threes. And I've watched some of his videos and his guides, and that's exactly what he does too. So if you go over there and watch him, you're going to see the exact same thing I'm telling you here. So yeah, I hope you like this burst, and yeah, I hope you make this burst macro, and I hope it helps you out a lot. So yeah, the comps I usually run is RMP, which is, as I said before, Rogue, Mage, Priest, and yeah, use this burst macro on your healers, on their healers with your Rogue, and they should go down in a matter of seconds. Okay, so now since we got that out of the way, now I'm gonna talk about talents. Um, Talents are kind of tricky when it comes down to a mage. There's, well, not really, I guess. I guess there's about two main glyphs you should have. Not talents, but yeah, glyphs. Right off the bat, you're going to want the polymorph glyph. It will help you out. Just trust me. There's a lot of times your pet will be stupid and undo the target, or just something will happen. Let's say you have living bomb on them. Your polymorph spell also removes all damage over time effects from the target, so he's going to be certain to stay in that poly unless he trinkets. Glyph of Deep Freeze, you're going to want this. Every mage has this. Every high ranked mage has this that I know of. Your Deep Freeze spell is no longer on the global cooldown, but its duration is reduced by 1 second. That's pretty self-explanatory why that's useful. Glyph of Armors. Now this is where it comes in what glyphs you can switch in or out. Some mages go Ice Block, some mages go Evoc, which heals you. Ice Block makes you immune when you come out to spells for 3 seconds, and also Frost Novas, the area around you. And Glyph of Armors, as I showed in the other video, increases the defensive effect of each armor by 10% and reduces the time it takes to cast an armor. So it's situational. They're all situational. Glyph of Armors usually seems to be the most effective for me. I mean, I like having reduced physical damage by 16%, or duration of harmful magic effects used against you is reduced by 35%. So yeah. Evoc's good sometimes. I guess for twos. I mean, my 2's rating is really low because I've been carrying a lot of my friends, and Evoc has come in handy with carrying a lot when you need that extra heal. I guess it can help in 3's a little bit. If you're triple DPSing, if you have a healer, there's no need for it. So yeah, these are gonna be your main glyphs. Talents. Right off the bat, I'm gonna go through these pretty quick. Presence of Mind is the best. Okay, hands down, Presence of Mind is the best. If there was a second choice, I'd pick Blazing Speed. If, let's say, you need to catch up to a Boomkin or someone that's gonna be running away and it's your kill target. But other than that, Presence of Mind is the best. I mean, any spell that takes a cast 10 seconds or shorter becomes an instant cast spell. And this is not on a global cooldown. So let's say Ring of Frost, you can get an instant Ring of Frost and an instant poly at the beginning of the game, and one of those two are going to affect the rest of the arena. That can be the whole game. You can literally have that win in the first 10 seconds of the game if you play it right. If you have a healer, for your second choice, you're going to want Temporal Shield. If you don't have a healer, I'd probably say Ice Barrier. Temporal Shield absorbs all damage for 4 seconds and then heals you for that, and I guess it reduces all damage by 15 seconds. 100% of the damage taken while shielded will be healed back over 6 seconds. That's why you should use it while you have a healer. Ring of Frost, hands down. Frost Shell's good if you're fire. Ring of Frost stuns all enemies. Enemies will be frozen for 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds, 10-yard radius. Limit 10 targets. So if they're all close together, yeah, you can Ring of Frost them. Or if you just want to solo Ring of Frost a healer, you can do that too. I like to Frost Nova with the healer, Deep Freeze, Counter Spell, and out of that Counter Spell, Polymorph, and a Ring of Frost, and you'll lock down the healer. Or DPS, I guess. Cold Snap, no doubt. These are completely trash, I'll be completely honest with you. Cold Snap reduces the cooldown of Ice Block, Frost Nova, Cone of Cold, and heals you for 30% of your health. So you can have 2 Ice Blocks. Except for, keep in mind, when you Ice Block, you get the debuff Hypothermia, which prevents you from recasting Ice Block for 30 seconds. That's the only downside. But this spell is usable while stunned, frozen, incapacitated, feared, or asleep. Your second choice, hands down, is Living Bomb. I guess Nether Tempest is okay for RBGs, but Living Bomb is the best. Yeah, it's instant, and you can keep on the move while using it. And then your last choice is going to be Cantor's Ward, hands down too. It's an instant cast. You don't have to stand on it like Rune of Power. Invoc removes Invocation's cooldown and reduces its channel period by 50%. It's just yeah, that's a waste. Those are both wastes. They're good for PvE maybe, but for PvP, Incanter's Ward is your best choice. So yeah. Okay, and last gems and enchants. Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. The gems I got because I literally made this mage, Mr. Pandaria. I leveled them up towards the beginning, and I didn't know what to gem for PvP, so I went to the WoW community and I looked at the 3s section, I looked at the 2s, looked at who's the top mage. At that time, Jahmilli was rank 1 world US player, and he happened to be a frost mage. I checked out what he was gemming, and it made perfect sense. There's no better gems than what you have here. I mean, I guess you can switch out, I think you have 2 or 3 and have the gems that give you like 320, I think it is, or something like that, but you can only have 2 of them. Other than that, Jahmilli, Xaryu, who is now rank 2 in 3s US, he uses the same exact gems. Almost every ranked mage uses the same exact gems pattern. Just so you know. So I guess go to the armory or go to the community, look at 3s and look for Xaryu or look for Jahmilli. They're the best mages right now in the US. I'm pretty sure they're better than most EU mages, or a lot of them. I will put a link in the description below linking to their armory, so you don't have to search all that. And yeah, just copy everything as much as you can. If you run out of gold, because some servers are really bad with gold. I know my server is completely horrible with gold, so I had to settle for the 170 and 100 critical strike enchant. This is the 200 intellect, 100 critical strike enchant, which is the best you can get for your shoulders. Your chest, you're gonna want 80 all stats. I'm still working on getting my hand enchant, but that's that. So keep in mind, this season's been horrible. 2s are broken. I've been carrying a lot, so obviously I have a lot of wins, but my rating's going to be low. I recently just started even doing arenas this season. 3s, we weren't really pushing even, and we were just obliterating healers with RMP, rogue, mage, priest, just obliterating. So I'm just trying to get that mount. So yeah, whenever my whole team gets on, we're gonna keep doing that. I mean, if we get up high rating, I guess that's good, but I'm not really looking for it this season. It doesn't bother me, I guess. So yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching this guide though, and I really hope it helps you a lot. Yeah, so go into an RBG, test it out, have one of your friends go in L1 and duel them. Battlegrounds, 3s, 2s, do whatever you can, make yourself better, and yeah, this are some basic steps to help you out, and you can get pretty far with these. I've seen a lot of mages with the same exact stuff. There's not much to change, and a lot of those mages have become rank 1, so you can do it if you want to. It's all up to you. And so yeah, that's my video. I hope you liked it. Peace out.
I think I need a bigger spoon. I'll be right back.